Okay, it's backwards. Okay, everybody. I am. I haven't been on in a while. I don't do well with video. But I have been going back and forth with wanting a homestead for my children where I can homeschool and just be free from everything, and then have a separate part of it. I was thinking the front part of my property, an acre of open space where I can have a flea market that I would host on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, as my income. Well, I was trying to do that in Georgia, and I found a piece of property that I absolutely loved, but that man in my house didn't want to go to that area for his own personal reasons, which I will not talk about today. And then my kids were like, oh, we just moved here and now we gotta leave and we just made friends, blah, blah, blah. And so, I said, well, you make new friends when you move. Or you can keep your same friends, and everybody's on social media now and using these game systems to communicate. And so I got rid of the idea. I kind of ditched the idea. But, being free to owning my own property and traveling was still always heavy on my mind, where I wanted to show my kids what I've never had. So, after long discussion with myself and with God and my mother and my brother and just a bunch of friends and family, and watching Tiny House Nation, my favorite show in the world, just showed me all the different possibilities. So, recently, I was talking to myself, like I do a lot of, because who else better to talk to than yourself? So I came up with these ideas to build a tiny house. And because I love to bake pound cakes, I could sell my pound cakes from my tiny house. So this is one of my ideas for my living room. I have a bench system for my couch, and I have my armchair that my mom gave me that's coming with me, and a little fireplace, The Hobbit. I really like The Hobbit, and I can put it on some bricks right there on the wood floor, and there goes my tiny house right there. Go into the closet, then behind the closet is the bathroom, and then above that I have put up walls for my loft so I could put a curtain up there for privacy and whatnot. Yeah, my cat's little cage / sleeping house when she doesn't want to be bothered in. Oh, my little knickknacks. Whatever's left from when I had my apartment. Anyway, so I created this tiny house, and I have the 2 hand railings up top next to a family photo that I plan on putting on the wall. I closed the lofts up so that I can have space for pictures, because I still want to have a place to hang pictures, which will make me feel so much more homey. And then I did this ladder, which will have tilted steps on the rollers, because it'll be a sliding door. And here's just a sketch of the wall inside the closet where I have my cat litter, and I have the water tank right there for water. And so I've decided to start my own tiny house bakery, so I can travel all over New Jersey, and then I can also go to Georgia when I want to and visit family, and go to North Carolina when I want to visit family, and go to Michigan when I want to visit family, and I can take my grandmother with me who has early onset dementia. And so I drew up these plans, as you see, from scratch, using a pencil, eraser, and a standard ruler. And yeah, I drew these sketches. You know, here is the side where the hitch is. I didn't want a pointy roof. I wanted a flat roof, and I wanted the sides to be slightly angled so I can put my, let me hold this up, so I can put my solar panels on both sides, in between an egress window, so I can open the window and be able to push the snow off my roof, you know, and clear up my solar panels, and my bathroom windows on the bottom, and my main loft window is on the top. And then here's my logo that I'm working on, and here's the bathroom with my composting toilet. And then I found a mistake, y'all. As you see, I did my house at 14 feet tall, but according to DOT, I would have to cut down 6 inches, and I'm only 4'11", people. I'm not even 5 feet, and I wanted my ceiling height to be able to accommodate some family who's 6 feet tall, so I wanted my ceiling height to be 6'5". Excuse me, I have a lot of hiccups today. Which would give me 3 foot floor to ceiling space in my loft. But you know, I'm not an architect or anything, and I do this for fun. I love drawing for fun. I should have went to school for architecture, because I love architecture and I love drawing these plans, and I just draw these for fun. But it looks like I'm gonna have to use 2x4s for my loft instead of 2x6s, but I wanted the 2x6s because I wanted to sleep on my my water pillow for my water supply, so that I would have gravity fed water into the on-demand water heater for my shower and my bathroom sink, and for my kitchen sink, gravity fed water with exposed brass piping. But I don't know if I'll be able to do that though. So what I've done is I drew a 32-foot trailer. Here's the 32-foot trailer with the bathroom and the closet and the living space with my chair and my wood stove and my bench that I drew that you saw in the front that I didn't talk about. And here's my little itty bitty kitchen with a little bit of storage and a fold down desk that's gonna come from a fold down desk. Sorry, I bite my nails. A fold down desk that will be coming off the side of the storage where I'm gonna be keeping my food. And then here is the bakery. So I actually would not be able to access my bakery from inside my house. I will have to walk out the front door, walk out the front door, walk down the street to the bakery. And then I have my loft above the bathroom and the closet, and over the front door to access the loft that would be right there. And then I also have, well, not the loft, to access the roof from right there, so I could clean that side of the roof and part of the top. And I'll have another loft over here, which will have an attic door ladder system. See where I put the hinge? I put the hinge there, so I'm going down into the living room as opposed to going down into the kitchen. And then I'll also have a skylight on this side of the house. So I have a skylight here, over here, and I have a skylight in this area here, so that I can access both sides of my roof to sweep off any debris, clean my solar panels, and debris, solar panels. I was thinking about putting 4 up, 1 on each side, but they have all of these extender things, and because I want my windows to be close to the top, I wanted to open up, because I'll have the hinge down here, because I wanted to open up this way to the left, and then on the other side open up to the right. It'll open up like that, so I can get in and be able to see. I'll be able to, I kind of wanted to open another way. The way I have it drawn here, I wanted the hinge to be up here, open up outward, and then if it opens up outward, I really needed to go all the way over, a little more than 180 degrees, so that I can be able to clear that snow and debris from over there. I still haven't figured it out yet, but I do love the egress windows, and I do like them opening up. So it looks like my tiny house has wings, as opposed to opening up the other way where it looks like you're opening up a picnic basket. So that's still up in the air. But it's just a 32-foot trailer. I would like 4 axles to carry the weight load of the oven, which is about 500 pounds. I'll also have the water tank for the bakery up in its own personal loft, which is why I have these holes here, ladder holes. I don't know why my tablet is not focusing, but it's okay. I have ladder holes there, so I could put a ladder up there, and there'll be a hinge up against that wall, just 2 hooks for me to hook the ladder into, and I'll stick them into the holes. I like the idea of having gravity-fed water going into the water tanks, as opposed to having a pump. That won't have exposed piping, but in my actual house, I wanted brass exposed piping to go through, because of the simple fact that I just love the way brass pipes look. They're just so pretty, and I can hang stuff from them when I am drying my clothes throughout my house. And instead of my house being able to hold 21,000 pounds, I would like my tiny house to be able to hold 28,000 pounds, because each axle holds about 7,000 pounds. So 7 times 4 is 28, instead of 7 times 3, which is 21. I'd rather have the 28,000 pounds to hold my water, and to hold my baking supplies, and my extremely heavy oven that I'm gonna need, the propane tanks that I'm gonna need to work the oven, excuse me, and so I would like to have 2 water pillows, one for the loft right there, one for the loft right here, and then here I was just gonna do standard holding tanks, only because I wasn't sure if I'll be able to get 2 pillows so narrow. Even though I know they can do custom pillows, so that means I would need 4 pillows as opposed to 2 pillows. So yeah, I wanted the pillows for my bedding. If I can't do that, my original thought was to put the pillows in the storage bed here, and to put another one in the closet right here. So the bathroom tank will be from here, and I will stick it on top. And then the one for the kitchen will be here. And instead of me using a pump, which would run off electricity, I would use a foot pump. I like the foot pump idea, and I could just boil water before I wash my dishes, which I don't mind doing. Since I'm going to be boiling water anyway for my tea and to cook, I don't mind doing that. But my kitchen is really small. It's just a sink with a countertop because I'm planning on having, I plan on using the wood stove a lot for my cooking. And I'll have a convection countertop toaster oven because I don't want to go into my bakery to bake anything. I want that to be separate. But yeah, it'll just be sink and countertop, and the refrigerator and storage, because it'll just be for one person, but it'll have enough room for me to sleep my children. So it'll be able to sleep 4 people, 5 people if anybody wants to sleep on the dead bed. Yeah, so with that being said, that is my tiny house. Now I just need funding. I need funding, everybody. I need help with funding. I don't know anything about running a business. I mean, look, I have 5-acre plan right here of how I wanted my business for the marketplace. Where's the other one? Here's the other one where I was gonna actually put 2 ponds on my property, and you see how I was gonna have everything open in the front. Have my tiny houses, but a tiny house for each of my children. But it's alright because I have other tiny houses here. And my friend was trying to get me to sell these, but these are personal drawings that I just don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable selling. So, and this is a bench that I drew this morning, where I was gonna put the water tank, and see how much electricity would be to run that. I was phone that I don't ever answer. See how much electricity I would be using to run that water pump, which I'm sure I'll be able to turn on and off for the hot water heater. So, yeah. Okay. So, that's it, everybody, and thank you for watching, if you watch this. And, okay, see what happens.